Please have your boarding pass ready for verification.
My reporting trip to Bangladesh got off to a slow start. In early 2020, I received a National Geographic Explorer grant for this project. I felt like a boatless Jacques Cousteau. But then this happened. 2.5 years later, I finally touched down.
You must be Vashkar.
Yeah,
Vashkar, Jason Strother.
Hello,
Nice to
Jason.
meet you, sir.
So after introducing myself to some disability advocates, my fixer/photographer/videographer/translator, Kazi Riazat, who goes by Alvi, and I headed to coastal Chittagong, also known as Chittagong. I wanted to come to Bangladesh because climate change has perhaps already forced tens of thousands of people from their villages. Sea level rise and floods destroy farmland, and warming water in the Bay of Bengal seems to have disrupted fishing seasons. But I had a feeling that people with a disability weren't part of that internal migration and are being left behind to face the effects of global warming. So with some help from the association IPSHA, we headed out to the field.
I'm an American journalist, and I'm doing this report about how severe weather is impacting people with disabilities and how their jobs.
Some of the locals I met told me they'd like to relocate, but don't have the skills or resources to move to more developed places. And in the case of an emergency, like a tropical cyclone, they have to rely on their family and friends to keep them safe. But I also heard stories about families forgetting about their disabled loved ones while they evacuated. And others aren't so sure if they'd be able to bring their family to a storm shelter in time, like this mother of 2 disabled children. My final stop was the island Shundeep. Coastal erosion has always been a problem here, but sea level rise and strong storms are speeding up that process. But I met one guy who was trying to make sure that no one from his community was being forgotten. Jahadul Islam runs a community group that dispatches vehicles to pick up people with a disability, the elderly, or anyone else who needs a lift to a storm shelter, like this one, which I wouldn't describe as accessible.
Our ride, the CNG, seems to be breaking down, and I think I need to help push it.
After resolving our own transportation problems, we headed back to the mainland. And as this Nat Geo Explorer project came to an end, I finally got my Jacques Cousteau moment.